Sleepless in Seattle is a film that I worried would be far too hyped up and that I actually wouldn't like it as much as the reviews seem to suggest. However, I really did thoroughly enjoy it, and I think there's one character who makes it something from being a good film to being a really, really good film. This was released in 1993 and directed by Nora Ephron with a screenplay by Ephron and starring, of course, Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. The description from IMDb is one sentence, no spoilers, and is as follows. A recently widowed man's son calls a radio talk show in an attempt to find his father a partner. And it is that man's son that, in my opinion, makes it a cut above what it would have been without this child character. So Ross Malinger plays Jonah Baldwin, and his father is, as it said, a recently widowed man, and Jonah sees that his father is upset, so he decides to call in a radio talk show to see if anybody listening would be interested in dating his father. And I think that's really sweet that this little boy can identify that his father needs another woman in his life and that he needs a companion. Obviously, it seems absolutely ludicrous. How would a young boy phone into the radio station for his father to find the new love of his life? But obviously, this is cinema and anything goes. And soon this turns into a rom-com. And Sam Baldwin kind of goes on an almost wild goose chase. Or rather, Annie Reid goes on a wild goose chase, played by Meg Ryan, of course. And they end up having some kind of encounter, I guess, but they always miss each other, and I think that Annie as a character is really likeable. She's really warm, very easy to get on with, given the fact that she is chasing after this potential love interest because she hears Jonah's plea for his father. She's a little bit nuts, because anybody who does that is going to be a little bit crazy. But actually, she's really nice, and I really liked her, and obviously the performance was really great. Tom Hanks did a great job, but for me the standout is Jonah, the son. I think the character is fantastic, and if he wasn't in this, I feel like it would be significantly lacking in something. I can't really say what happens at the end, but the scene, the scenery, the setting, the location is so beautiful and is quite powerful, and I was really pleased with how it concluded itself. I wasn't really sure what was going to happen. Having said that, I remembered the ending, even though I'd never seen the film, as I think my mother had it on when I was like 6 or 7. There was just something about that final scene that has stuck in my mind over the last 20-something years that I could remember it even having never watched the film, which is a pretty powerful thing for a film to do. It does have 2 Oscar nominations. It was nominated for the Best Writing Screenplay written directly for the screen, and it was also nominated for the Best Music Original Song for the song A Wink and a Smile. It also had Golden Globe nominations and BAFTA nominations. It didn't win any of those, but that's not really testament to the film's quality or suggested lack thereof, because it really is great. It has 4 other wins, or rather 4 wins in total, 17 additional nominations. It has done very well for itself. I don't know anybody who's watched it who doesn't like it. I know some people who would not find it their cup of tea, and that's perfectly fine. Ordinarily, I don't think it would have been mine, save for Jonah. I think he just made it completely something else, and really fuzzy and warm. It's got 6.8 out of 10 on IMDb across 159,000 reviews. It's very well received. A very treasured film by a lot of people. And honestly, if you haven't seen it, I'd say give it a go. The hype is pretty accurate.